Hello, this is Ben Marshall giving me a quick display of my Component 1 architecture project for my 3D design A-level. In this project, I had to pick a theme, which for me was how nature can inspire architecture. I wanted to take adaptations found in nature and apply them to buildings and architecture to make the buildings more efficient and more well adapted to their environment, just like the adaptations that we find in nature. I created 6 initial models and refined the ideas down to make 3 developed models, which then would go towards making my final piece. For my final project, the main adaptations in nature I focused on was how sunflowers are adapted to face the sun to gain as much energy throughout the day. This adaptation led me to create these moving facades around the building. These were panels that could move around the building to block sunlight throughout the day, as it was located in an area of harsh sunlight, which was an island off the coast of Australia. The building was intended to be a reef research facility to research reefs off the coast of Australia. However, the location of being on an island in Australia meant that it was an area of very harsh sunlight. That's why these moving facades that could travel around the building in that one and up and down the building would allow the building to be protected from the sun at different times of the day, as these panels could move around the building throughout the day to block direct sunlight, making the building more manageable to work in during the day. I also used the shell shape on the roof, as the shape of shells is adapted to survive erosion, and it also gave ocean aesthetic to the buildings. Finally, for this fluid tunnel that connected the 2 buildings, I wanted to focus on how, because the building was located on a flat island in the ocean, due to the recent problems of global warming and rising water levels, I wanted to make sure the building was well adapted and prepared for if the water levels rose and there was waves crashing into the tunnels connecting the buildings, that the tunnels would stay secure and wouldn't break. To do this, I allowed the tunnels to be moving along these rails so that the tunnel could move to absorb the impact of waves crashing into it. This meant that the tunnel could survive harsh crashes from waves and that the 2 buildings could stay connected throughout all times. Thank you for letting me show you around my Component 1 architecture.